Welcome to another edition of Backstage Pass, powered by the Sports Guys Podcast, with your host, Brandon Morrell.
Hey y'all, this is recording artist Ashley Felton, and you're listening to Grand Slam of Music, Sports, and Entertainment. It's the award-nominated Backstage Pass podcast with Brandon Morrell on KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area broadcasting network. Stream the show anytime at the sportsguyspodcast.com and iHeartRadio podcast. You can also stream it at thwn.org.
And welcome inside the Backstage Pass. Happy holidays to everybody out there in radio podcast land. Top search on iHeartRadio podcast and our friends of the sportsguyspodcast.com and, of course, thwn.org. And always out there, KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area broadcasting network. And I told you guys we had a great show coming into it today. And, of course, out there, I love Southern California, Orange County out there between that Anaheim Angels, Los Angeles Dodgers rivalry. We can never hear enough about that too as well. And speaking of Southern Cal out there too, emerging singer-songwriter. She's blending the heart of that 90s country, a little bit of little edge influenced a lot by LeAnn Rimes out there too. And we get a chance to talk to her today on the show. Ashley Felton to the Backstage Pass. Ashley, how you doing?
I am great. Thanks for having me. How are you?
It is good. It's nice to have the holidays kind of around the corner with us right now, too, and everybody's kind of getting in the festive mood for Christmas. We're probably spending more money than we want to these days, but that is November and December out there, too, when you're getting your house ready for all the Christmas decorations and having family over, too. What are you most looking forward to with this downtime coming up?
I'm just so excited to spend some time with family. Just enjoy it with friends and family. And, it's been a wild year, and I just feel like the years keep flying by. So it's nice to have this time together. And although it can be a little, hectic, if you will, and like you said, a little money grabbing, it's so fun to focus on the time with friends and family.
Yeah, it is too. Well, talk about yourself now, being out there from Southern Cal. I mentioned, the influence there at the top, LeAnn Rimes and Faith Hill. I mean, obviously Jody Messina, classic names from the 90s country catalog of females that kind of did their thing back then and just, kicking ass and taking names. They knew their sound. They knew what they wanted to accomplish. Talk about just growing up and being influenced by artists like that to get you in kind of this thing called the music business.
Yeah, it was huge for me. I grew up on 90s country music. My mom actually is a songwriter. And so when I was a kid, she used to fly back and forth to Nashville all the time and work with people like the Dixie Chicks, and Gretchen Wilson actually recorded on a few of her demos. And so it's been really cool to watch that, as a kid, and being so influenced by that, to where it's like I just knew at such a young age that that's exactly what I wanted to do. And we were very involved in, the fan clubs and everything for Tim McGraw and Faith Hill and Shania Twain. And we're very involved in them. I used to do interviews when I was a kid for Tim McGraw. And so and they would be so nice to have me up on stage. And so just from such a young age, I knew that that's exactly where I wanted to be. And yeah, it's been such an amazing influence. They're amazing, amazing artists.
Yeah, talk about the connection you have with your fans. That's so important, to connect with your audience and the style of music that you put out, knowing what type of artist you want to be, sticking to your sound. Talk about that connection with, the audience. And you do play a lot of live shows throughout the year.
I play a lot. We've played like over 170 this year. I just counted and was like, oh my goodness. But that's so important. I do it because I love the connection to other people. And honestly, that's where a lot of my music comes from, is just like my own personal experiences and such that, have resonated with people. And so to build those relationships with people that, want to hear me come to the shows consistently, like, it's been such a blessing. You have your friends and family that just naturally kind of support you, but to have people, strangers that, are hearing your music for the first time and become fans of you and will follow you and, want to be a part of that journey is like the biggest blessing in the entire world.
No. So you also do a lot of the charitable work. I myself get into a lot of the charitable work out there to help out different organizations. Relay for Life is a big one out there too at the same time. And also combat cancer. Important to give back as a recording artist, or just anybody in general for that matter, no matter what career that you're into. Why is it so important to you and those organizations you're kind of drawn to?
Yeah, honestly, that's like one of my favorite things to do, is to give back to the community. And like, what a gift to have this talent that God has given me to give back in that way. That's very, very important to me. And so the fact that these organizations are, asking for me to be a part of it is really great. We've done quite a few nonprofits and charity events this year, specifically like 7 of them within the past 2 months. And it's just my favorite way to just give back to all these communities that are helping others in the world.
I love it too. And for more information out there too, AshleyFeltonMusic.com. Make sure you guys check it out here. It is the Backstage Pass, and we don't just talk about it. We play a little music here on the brand here too at the same time. The latest single from Ashley called Give Me That. Here it is on the Backstage Pass, again powered by the Sports Guys of Podcast.com and presented by our friends at BarkleyMusicandMedia.com to take your company to the next level. Check it out here on the Backstage Pass. Coming right back. Stay tuned.
Give me the Faith Hill on the radio, singing this kiss as loud as it can go. Give me the front porch swinging, barefoot drinking Tennessee sunset. Give me that love I've been dreaming of but haven't found it yet. Give me that one that I pray for every night. Give me a man that's gonna treat me right. Opening doors, fixing houses, a boy that turns into a man when the sun goes down. Give me that, give me that, give me that. Give me that, give me that, give me that. Give me some Tennessee whiskey and a long slow dance. Whisper sweet nothings in my ear, such a romance. Give me that barbecue and bacon moves and hands go set. Give me the love I've been dreaming of but haven't found it yet. Give me that one that I pray for every night. Give me a man that's gonna treat me right. Opening doors, fixing houses, a boy that turns into a man when the sun goes down. Give me that, give me that, give me that. Give me that, give me that, give me that. I'm done with others telling me that he don't exist. I know in my heart I'm just waiting for him. Give me that one that I pray for every night, Lord. Give me a man that's gonna treat me right. Opening doors, fixing houses, a boy that turns into a man when the sun goes down. Give me that, give me that, give me that. Give me that, give me that, give me that.
Hey guys and gals, this is Megan Lindsay, and you're listening to the award-nominated Backstage Pass on KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area Broadcasting Network, and on iHeartRadio Podcast. Stream the show anytime on thwn.org and at thesportsguyspodcast.com.
Are you looking to increase your online presence? Are you searching for a new logo or company branding? Have you been considering more ways to reach the world with your business, ministry, or church's message? Barkley Music and Media is an award-winning design company that utilizes the latest technology while keeping the integrity of over 30 years of customer service. Web design, graphic design, multimedia, video editing, voiceover, commercials, logo design and branding, photography, and much, much more. See portfolios and testimonials online at www.barkleymusicandmedia.com or contact them today at 502-382-8299. Barkley Music and Media, your connection for the best in multimedia. Call today, 502-382-8299, or go to www.barkleymusicandmedia.com. Barkley Music and Media, integrity, technology, and design. www.barkleymusicandmedia.com.
Hey y'all, this is Texas recording artist Marcy Grace, and you're listening to the award-nominated Backstage Pass on KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area Broadcasting Network, and on the sportsguyspodcast.com. Stream the show anytime on thwn.org and on iHeartRadio Podcasts.
And back here on the show again, KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area Broadcasting Network, and powered by The Sports Guys podcast.com and out there too, thwn.org, and now top search on iHeartRadio podcast for the show. So Ashley Felton joining us here too. I love this one because of that high octane energy. You mentioned that blend of edgy kind of mixed with 90s country a little bit. This really took me back. And I mentioned to you when I go to feature artists here on the show, man, sometimes it just takes one song to hear from what the work and the body of the catalog of songs that you put out. And I heard that one, Ashley, and was so convinced we had to have you here on the show. Give us a little backstory on Give Me That.
Thank you so much. I've written quite a few songs within the past couple years, and so this one kind of came to me because I really wanted that '90s kind of country feel, and it just came to me and was like, you have these other songs where it's like, you want something more out of life or more out of your relationship or whatever. And there's so many of my single friends that are like, man, I'm just like waiting for that one. I just like, I want somebody that's going to give me all of these things. And I'm like, oh, okay, here we go, there's something there. So I sat down and wrote this within like an hour, and yeah, it's just such a fun, like, catchy song. Like, who doesn't want that in a guy?
No doubt. Having fun with it too, and getting people out there on the dance floor is what it's all about too. Talk to me about Little One. Take us back to 2023 when this came out too. Love this song so much. Meant so much to a lot of people out there too. Was fantastic too, and I loved your rendition of this and how you delivered it.
Thank you so much. This one actually came from I'm a special education teacher, and a few years back, my teaching partner had delivered stillborn. And so that was a really rough time for us and our community at our school site. And so a year later, she had asked me to sing at a nonprofit organization called Forever Footprints. They support grieving families that have lost a child. And so they needed a musician to play for the walk. And so I was like, okay, yeah, of course I'll do it. She's asking me to do it. Of course I'll do it. So, but the organization had called and said, hey, can you also have a special song to sing at the opening ceremony following reading 500 baby names? And so that was really heavy and a lot to process. And so when I was trying to find a song to cover at the time, there was no songs that were really like about, losing or grieving a child. It was a lot about, having a relationship with somebody that you've known for a longer period of time. And so I was walking up the stairs one day, and just Little One kept popping in my head. And so that afternoon I had written Little One. The organization approved it for me to sing it. I had played it at the walk, and then a lot of the community was requesting it right away. So we quickly recorded this song and put it out there. And so that was the very first song that I had released. And the traction that had come from it and how much it relates to other people was shocking. Yeah, I'm glad that I was able to put that out, but it's something that one of those songs that you don't really want to resonate with people, but I'm grateful that people wanted to hear it and appreciated it being done.
Well, it's a beautiful song, no doubt too, and that takes me back to 2024. Chance to listen to those catalog of songs too. Girl Time. We all need a little bit of that. Guy Time too. I'm sure there's a country song called Guy Time somewhere too that my wife gives me some of those hall passes that I get. But hey, Girl Time, for all females out there, this is a song they need to hear, right?
Absolutely. It is the ultimate girl anthem. It was written about my best friend and how we all need just a little break from life sometimes. And it's so funny that you say about Guy Time, because the amount of guys that are like, what about Guy Time? Are you going to write a song about Guy Time? And I'm like, I don't think y'all want me to write a song about Guy Time. I don't think you guys want me to write a song about what I think Guy Time might be. So we stick with Girl Time for the shows.
Love that too. Hey, it was pretty cool to see the CMA Awards, the 59th annual or 51st annual. I forget what it is, but one of those 51st annual, I think it was. I keep having the number of 59 in my head. I'm not sure why I do that. But anyway, 51st CMA Awards this week too. And I love these. You're seeing more of these collaborations, Ashley, when you get a lot of people coming over there too. Was that CMA week and CRS this year for 2025. And this past CMA week in the summer, we had a chance to talk to Akon and Gary LaVox on the show. They came together for a song called Hold the Umbrella, which was another fantastic version of great music coming together and these collaborations. What are your thoughts on different genres of music now crossing over into country to put out some pretty cool tunes?
I think it is so cool. I think that there's like I think that everybody that's been doing it so far has done such a great job. Like it's a weird kind of thing to try to tackle and figure out like what works and what not. But you had like Dua Lipa that just did one with Chris Stapleton, and there's just so many that have been so amazing over the past few years. It's been really fun to watch.
Speaking of girl power, I mean, she doesn't just host shows, she wins awards too out there. Lainey Wilson, looking back at it too at the same time. Love the fact is, had her on the show back in December 2020, and I told her, I said, made a prediction on here. I said, you're going to blow up in the next few years. She was like, Brandon, it's all right, just being modest. Don't say that. Don't say that. I'm like, no, I really mean that too as well. And look what happened as of 2 or 3 years later, now the kind of national spokesperson for Whataburger, and she's doing so much out there for females in country music. Give me some thoughts on just what Lainey has meant to you as an artist, and as you look up to her and what she's doing right now for the females in country music.
Yeah, literally one of my biggest influences, I would say, right now in country music. I mean, she is just she's amazing. The things that she's doing, and it seems like she's the type of person that doesn't really say no to anything. And I find myself doing the same exact thing. Like if you put every single ounce of you into something and it doesn't work, then fine. You can say that you've put everything into it. And so she seems just like such like a hard worker and go-getter constantly. And that's such a huge influence into how I operate and what I'm doing.
Well, I love it too, and I love to two-step on the dance floor. I'm sure you're a big fan of two-stepping out there on those hardwood floors.
Yes.
So we get to play another one here. Ashley Felton joining us here, the Backstage Pass. This one is two-step. Here it is, again, presented by our friends over at Right Flow Pressure Wash and Lawn Care. Stay tuned. More to come.
Now, baby, you know that's true. You're a familiar drive down a long country road, a reoccurring theme from a story of old. Crazy, something beautiful there, said it in vain. The smile, the smirk, oh, it makes me go insane. You're a whole lot to handle, bit off more than I can chew. I could spend forever looking at you. So let's two-step to the bed like we always said. Make memories all night long. Keep this fairy tale going strong and pour another one. Baby, fun has just begun. Light this fire with the match. Baby, you're my perfect catch. Perfect shot when I'm out on the range, smoother than Tennessee whiskey, so nice and so neat. I can say you knock me off of my feet. So let's two-step to the bed like we always said. Make memories all night long. Keep this fairy tale going strong and pour another one. Baby, fun has just begun. Light this fire with the match. Baby, you're my perfect catch. Classic guitar, you're just stop and kiss in a crowded room, spinning, soaring right up to the moon. So let's two-step to the bed like we always said. Make memories all night long. Keep this fairy tale going strong and pour another one. Baby, fun has just begun. Light this fire with a match. Baby, you're my legs. Two-step to the bed like we always said. Make memories all night long. Keep this fairy tale going strong and pour another one. Baby, fun has just begun. Light this fire with a match. Baby, you're my perfect catch.
Hey y'all, this is country recording artist Jay Webb, and you're listening to the best in music and sports with Brandon Morrell on KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area broadcasting network. Stream the show anytime on iHeartRadio Podcast and at the sportsguyspodcast.com. You can also listen at thwn.org.
Is your home or business in need of a fresh look? Right Flow Pressure Washing and Lawn LLC is more than just pressure washing, providing professional cleaning for homes, commercial buildings, parking lots, roof cleaning, gutter cleaning, and so much more, including lawn service and landscaping. Our mission here at Right Flow is to exceed the needs of all our customers while providing all of our services at an affordable rate. We're committed to going above and beyond where the job is done right. Give your property the care it deserves. Call Right Flow today at 409-363-2565 or go to rightflowwashandlawn.com.
Hi, guys and gals. This is recording artist Jenna Master, and you're listening to the award-nominated Backstage Pass with Brandon Morrell on KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area broadcasting network, and stream the show anytime on the sportsguyspodcast.com, on iHeartRadio Podcasts, and at thwn.org.
And back here on the show again, Ashley Felton joining us here, the Backstage Pass, KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area broadcasting network. And our friends out there too, thwn.org for the Tar Heel World Network. And of course out there, again, our friends, KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area broadcasting network, powered by the Sports Guys podcast.com. I know this one had to be a lot of fun too. And the fact is I got a chance to listen to this one, came out as a single this year. And I love the music video, the rendition of Two Step.
Thank you. Yeah, this one was so fun to do. And the music video was not my idea. I had a friend of mine that came to me and was like, hey, I really want to produce this song. I think there's something there. I think it'd be so great. And I was like, yeah, okay. And then he sends over this whole script about it, like all mapped out. And I was like, okay, I think we're doing the thing. And so we did. And I'm so grateful that we did. It was such a fun experience and a fun day to film this. And the song is just fun. You know, it definitely gets you up and moving, and it's just been such a cool single to release.
You know, you mentioned performing a lot of those live shows out there too, and it's always kind of cool to, you mentioned about Lainey Wilson, people you looked up to, you know, growing up, and kind of shape you as an artist, and just seeing them on fire out there too. You've also had a chance to kind of open some shows with Joe Nichols, Clay Walker, and what's it like to kind of watch them, you know, go about their business. You finish your act and everything in your show, and kind of watching them. People say sometimes it's like going back to school, learning different tricks and things on stage, and stage presence, things such as that nature. What have you learned from artists like that you've gotten to open up for?
1,000%. I mean, honestly, the second that you walk in for sound check and you're listening to them and watching their team do what they do and everything, it's like, it is so cool to be able to sit there, and that's the perfect way to put it, is just like learning and watching, you know, how all of these things are done. And just like the professionalism that comes of it, you know, is so fun to experience and relate to. And watching them, you know, do this live, the way that they connect with the audience, you know, you learn something every single time you see anybody play. But these professionals that have been doing this for a very long time, it is so cool to see, you know, the eagerness and the energy that they had just as when they were starting out. You know, it doesn't stop, and you just get such like a thrill off of the audience, you know.
I wanted to ask you a little bit about AI too. Like I said, I don't try to create a controversy here, but, you know, regardless of what people say, you know, Ashley, it is here to stay, no doubt about it, when it comes down to how it affects the music industry, pros and cons. And of course, I think in anything out there, there's pros and cons out there too for it, not just necessarily for the singer, songwriter, producer, but again, it's here to stay no matter what people kind of feel about it too. I know I use it to kind of shape my shows for certain things that we do and things like that. It could be something as simple as to kind of format a paragraph or choose the right words for certain thing when you're writing a caption or things like that to appear on a particular show we put out or whatever. Anyway, it shapes what we do. It's not what we're about, but I love ChatGPT and all the technology things that are out there too, to kind of get your hands dirty and see what help you can get, if any. How do you feel about it as an artist when it comes to singer, songwriter, producers, and do you use it?
Yeah. Okay. So that's a great question. I do use it. of course, for especially for social media stuff and things like that. Not so much for writing. Every once in a while, I'll kind of pick its brain on something, maybe a line or a verse that I'm not really like loving, and seeing if it has maybe some other ideas on how to tweak it accordingly. What I don't love is, the amount of independent artists that are really using these AI generated songs and then literally putting them out. And that the traction that they're getting from it is like, pretty disappointing. But to each his own. Everybody's out there trying to do their thing, and if that's how they feel like they're mastering something in their life, then fine. But it definitely messes up the algorithm for us independent artists that are truly, an artist about it and trying to do something and push their music through. So yeah, it's been an interesting territory, but I think it's a great tool. And just like in anything, like, you kind of have to have the expertise to a point to tweak it accordingly and make it your own. So
Yeah, and of course, I think there's exceptions can be made. I think one of the biggest ones that came to mind was the stuff out there too. When you heard about the projects, or at least I was out there on social media, how it kind of helped bring back the voice and recreate some remaster some songs, such as Randy Travis. Obviously, given the situation and special circumstances such as that, it's just really cool to see how an icon in the industry can use technology such as that to put out music that we can enjoy with his vocals, given that situation out there too. So special circumstances can be made for things
totally.
like that too. And how people use it, how they go about their business is really for them. And if it kind of helps your career shape it in most ways, I mean, technology is here to stay around to enhance someone's brand. And of course, you mentioned social
Yep.
media. As busy as we all are today, we have to choose the right words that sometimes we always think about in our
Yeah.
Rolodex when it comes to our brains. So definitely exceptions can be made when it comes down to how AI can and will be used, because it is, for lack of a better term, it's here to stay, whether someone likes it or not out there too. I want to ask you
Yeah,
about
it's not going anywhere. Yeah,
it. No, it's
absolutely.
not. It's not. I want to ask you about being from California out there in Orange County. I love it so much because I love the San Diego area. I love Los Angeles. I love Rancho Cucamonga. You mentioned Corona out there too. So for you, is it a little bit of partial to one team, or do you follow and who out there in college or pro sports do you follow out there in Southern California?
Okay, so it's not maybe the most popular pick, but we're actually Niners fans. And so we well, every once in a while we'll go up to a game there or go to the Rams stadium here to go watch them play. And then we're Angels fans, of course, because we're here. Yeah, I have two boys, 10 and 7, and so they really love football and they love the Niners. They're on flag football team, the whole thing. And so I feel like we dabble in more into football than anything else.
And of course, having to watch it too. I'll say this: I'm Brock Purdy. I'm prone to that because he's on one of my fantasy teams that is making me money right now. So I love it.
Exactly.
The fact they can hopefully beat the Panthers. They're at home tonight playing that. And of course, looking back at it, over the next few weeks, some key games down the stretch for the 49ers too as well. So this is one of those, the Rams can be one of the hottest teams in that division. I'm an Arizona Cardinal fan, so I'm not afraid to say, Ashley, we suck this year and have for the past few years too. So you kind of look at it between Rams and 49ers. It's kind of a toss-up, but I tell you what, both teams are playing some really good football right now.
We got the opportunity to go watch a Niners and Cardinals game a couple years ago, and that stadium's awesome. But yeah, we definitely won that game. So
I'll blame you too. You're going to get wins over my Cardinals now too, until we just have to strip it down and rebuild everything when it comes down to it. Hey, when it comes to food, do you enjoy a little bit of both? I guess cooking at home. And of course, I know the holidays can bring a lot of work and things like that. When you do eat out, where do you guys like to kind of go crash the place out there?
we are big Chick-fil-A fans for on the go. It's like our go-to. And then if we want to go eat out, we love Wood Ranch. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but it's a barbecue place and it's amazing. If you have not had it, everybody should have Wood Ranch.
Check that out too. I'm not in the Bay Area. I've not been out there to catch the place out there, but I've got to check that out. Now, I will say, when in Nashville, there's never a shortage of restaurants there too. When it comes down to like a test market for foods out there too. So I'm a big pizza fan, and I found one over in Germantown called 312 Pizza, which is in Nashville over there by the Sounds Ballpark. So if you're ever back in Nashville doing anything up there, one of the events or what have you, you've got to go check out 312 Pizza.
Noted. You know, when I went, I had the best chicken tenders I've ever had in my life at Kung Fu. Is like a it was like in Midtown, and it's like an arcade bar. It was the coolest thing ever. But the best chicken tenders I've ever had in my life, I will never forget them.
Love that. No, you gotta love. That's one of my pet peeves. You mentioned Chick-fil-A too. Probably eat there probably 3, 4, 5 times a month now too. So they do get some of the Morrell household income there too. But they do feed our bellies very well when it comes
Same.
down to Chick-fil-A out there too. Hey, you know, one of my favorite things to do is to be able to kind of do this from a broadcast standpoint and put out a podcast. But I love being a special ed teacher. I think it's awesome working, you know, with kids that definitely just need that extra momentum to kind of push them across the finish line. And look, both do overlap in a lot of different ways. What's your favorite part of being a special education teacher?
Yeah, I love my students. I've been doing this for this is my 8th year teaching, and I've taught RSP and SDC. They're two different types of settings, and it is the best feeling in the world to watch a student, you know, make the progress. That's what I'm in it for. And so I think I love that anywhere in life, is like just seeing where they're at, you know, where they were and where they're at now. And so that's very relatable to what I'm doing. I look back and just a couple years ago, it's like where I was then and where I'm at now is very it's all about the work, right? And the consistency that you put in. And so that's what I love seeing with my students so much.
Yeah, every little part is just that growth part. I love it too because, like you said, the littlest things that sometimes we take for granted, they can make one special move out there too, and you see that progress, and it just really puts everything else, you know, behind the curtain there too, and it makes you kind of feel proud to really kind of, you know, raise the torch and just see them make those small little gains out there too. So I love it. Almost 20 years I've been doing it myself too, so it's crazy to see, look back and see the small growth and gains of all the districts I've been with too, and to see the kids make those little special growths out there too, because at some point they have to join society in a very productive way. So our goal is to kind of you know, be a scaffold and to help them as much as we can make the littlest achievements possible out there too. Well, I tell you what,
Yep,
she's
overall independence. That's awesome.
yeah, it really is too, and I love it too, and I wouldn't have it any other way too. And it gives me a chance to also work on, you know, the projects and put out some great shows out there too. AshleyFeltonMusic.com, and of course, Give Me That is across all those DSPs, and of course, all this music out there is available for streaming. She's a country music female powerhouse out there too, making her name in Southern California and nationwide out there too. Make sure you guys check her out across all those digital streaming platforms. My friend, always good to connect and chat with you, and I know there's going to be more great things, you know, we get to talk about here going into 2026. Appreciate you being with us here on the show, and looking forward to many more great highlights in your career.
Same. Thank you so very much for having me.
Ashley Felton across all those DSPs out there. Make sure you guys go give her a follow, and AshleyFeltonMusic.com. And of course, we're not done over the next few weeks. Some more great shows coming up over the next few weeks. T.G. Shepard, Kelly Lang, and a whole lot more joining us here as Christmas releases come out over the next few weeks here. KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area Broadcasting Network, and our friends THWN.org and the Sports Guys Podcast.com, now top search on iHeartRadio Podcast. We'll see you soon. God bless. Take care from all of us here at the Backstage Pass.
Hey, everybody, this is Jarrett Ray Reddick, and you're listening to the award-nominated Backstage Pass podcast on KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area Broadcasting Network. Stream on the SportsGuysPodcast.com and on THWN.org and on iHeartRadio Podcasts.